Well, how many doors do you have? This is Rick Jarman, Real Estate Old School. You know, since I got on Instagram here about 5.5, 6 months ago, it seems like that's what everybody talks about, is how many doors you have. Somebody say, oh, I've got 500 doors, you know. And that's great. But you know, folks, you can't let that discourage you or take it at face value. Now, there's a lot of these people, they've got all these doors, but how many partners have they got? How many pieces is that pie divided into? It's not how many doors you got. It's how many pieces of property you have, the money's coming in, and it goes to you. It's how much is left over after everything's paid. It doesn't matter how many doors. It's what's left over. It's what you can take to the bank and put in your pocket. I think people get discouraged when they see a lot of that. And I've even had somebody ask me, says, you've been in this business full time, you just got 100+ houses? I'm thinking, well, heck. For 31 years, I was a home builder. And the rental was my side hustle. But, you know, it's turned out to make me more money than anything else. But here's the deal. And y'all, listen to me on this now. Don't get hung up on the doors. Do not, I mean, it's, you know, I know people on here that only have 15 houses and most of them are paid for and they're turning a good return. You can have 500 doors. And if you're just getting a little chunk of it, you know, don't get hung up on that. You do what works for you. If houses work for you, do houses. I found out a long time ago houses work for me. You know, I hear people on here all the time. They say, this is just a means for me to get to where I want to be. I don't really like the real estate business, the rental business, the house flipping, or whatever it might be. Folks, let me tell you, I love this business. I hope the day I die, I made a deal happen. Or at least collected some rent. I've been fortunate enough to make my living doing this full time since I was 29 years old. Most of it, grant you, was spent as a builder. But if building was slow, we remodeled, you know, residential remodeling. If that was slow, we did commercial remodeling. But you know, I made a decision years ago that I wasn't gonna travel all over the country doing construction work. I was gonna do it right here at home. Every night when I got through, I was going home, get in my bed. And it's been good. It's been good for me. You know, I don't want this to sound wrong. It's made me a multimillionaire, okay? Now, there's a lot of people I've noticed that I've talked to over the years, my mentors, that made a lot more money than I made. But you know, I did what I loved, and I'm doing what I love, and I'm doing it at home. I know some of you can't invest at home because property's too high. I get that. But I don't understand this where people want to go in and get just a little bitty piece of the pie, and then in a few years, you're going to sell the property and you're going to make 12, 14% on your money. Where's the wealth building in that? I don't understand it. I know we're going to turn around and do it again and whatever. I understand all that. But where's the long-lasting wealth? It's like house flipping. Now, I'm flipping houses now. That's what we do, besides food with our rentals, because like I've told y'all, after 31 years, when I turned 60 years old, I got up one morning and I said, you know, I'm through building houses. There's a lot of stress in building houses, folks. A lot of stress. And you got to borrow a lot of money to do it on a big scale to make a lot of money. But you know, the rental builds your true wealth. That'll be your wealth when you get older and the money's still coming in and you don't want to do the things you did, just as I didn't want to build anymore. Flipping houses is just, I mean, it's like a cakewalk to me. It's no stress, there's no pressures. If I don't want to do anything on one of them houses today, I don't have to. But you know, when you're building new houses, man, you got the concrete truck lined up, you got the plumber, electrician, it's all got to fall in place. Or in a economy like we're in now, you lose your slot. You lose your slot, you might be a week or two off. Flipping houses is totally different. I like flipping houses. I think that's a good way to do this business. But what I want to recommend to you flippers, and that's for you flippers out there, recommend to us flippers, and what I think if you're flipping houses, whether it's every third house, fourth house, 10th house, you keep one as a rental. Because if you don't, you're making good money. But when it's all said and done, it's just like a doctor. They make good money. Lawyers make good money. A lot of people make good money, but when they stop doing what they're doing, the money stops coming in. But when you have rental property, the money comes in. I tell folks it's like a machine. Every month, if I do everything I'm supposed to do during the month, keep my houses up, I collect that rent, it all starts over every month. It's like I said, it's just like a machine, turning that money out every month. Just every month. Your debt's going down. You go to bed tonight, you get up tomorrow, you're a little richer than you were the day before. And the great thing about it, somebody else is paying for this property for you. The tenants. Your tenants are, you know, I hear people say, I don't want food with tenants. I like tenants. And I heard a podcast today, and I didn't understand it. This person was talking about an app that, you know, they can handle their rentals pretty much from anywhere. That when the money comes in, the app takes it in, or it takes the work orders. I don't understand all that. I'm old school though. If somebody calls in with a problem with a sink, I want somebody there to say, is it in the kitchen? Is it in the bathroom? Which bathroom? Is it the trap? Is it the drain leaking? Is it the faucet leaking? You know, you cannot get away from dealing with people, and not completely. And that seems like that's what a lot of people want to do. I don't know. I love people. That's why I'm doing this, to share things that I've experienced, things to do and not to do, because I love people. I like taking in rent too. Now, do I have tenants that drive me crazy? Yeah, I got 3 or 4 of them out of 100 plus tenants. That's not bad. You know, when I was building houses, I had folks that I loved I was building houses for. Then I had folks that drove me crazy. That's what life is. It's not, I tell folks, it's not always going to be sunshine and roses. But like Henry Ford said, and I think it was Henry Ford, if you find work you love, you never work a day in your life. Folks, as far as I'm concerned, I've been on vacation since I was 29 years old, because I get to do what I love every day, and I do it for myself. If I want to work harder today, I'm doing it for me. If I want to come home early, I know what I got to do tomorrow. If I do what I need to do today, you know, there's freedom in that. So, you know, it's not a get rich quick thing. It's not overnight. All this stuff I see on the YouTube, you know, and everything I know, what I've learned about, a little bit I know about what I do here on Instagram has been off of YouTube. And a lot of them will be telling you all these things they're going to tell you, but they don't ever really tell you nothing. And that was the one reason I said, you know, I want what I do to be telling you about the real world. Anyway, with all that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you that follow me. Continue to watch my videos, and I do have a YouTube channel, so check it out. It's just another place that I upload these videos I make. But anyway, this is what I had on my mind today. because I see so many people look for ways not to deal with people. You know, this is a people business, any way you slice it. You can deal with somebody that's handling all your stuff, and you get a little piece of the pie, or you can try to eliminate everybody you can and get a bigger piece of the pie. And that's what I chose to do. It's whatever works for you. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful to you. We'll talk with you tomorrow. Y'all have a good day.